Hey guys, Chad here with Midlife Classic Cars. It's time for us to get it ready for the Old Dominion Asphalt Nationals with INEX. So last video you see we got the trailer up and running. It's all set up and ready to go down the road and head to the track. But now we need to actually start working on the car. We don't have too much to do. I've got to change out the shocks. Josh Williams told me what shocks to have on the car. He told me what pumpkin to have on the car. And so in the coming days, I've got to do those. But today what we're going to get started on is bumpers. As you see here, I've got 4 different bumpers, front and back. And well, I guess what do I have here? 2 front and 2 rear. And if you look closely, you can see all the tabs are bent. These bumpers have been in wrecks. Some of these were actually wrecked before I got the car. I got them with the car wrecked. But luckily you can pick up from INEX. I heard some people don't know about this. And not like being new, I was surprised I found out. You can actually pick up tabs and weld new tabs onto these. So these bumpers are fairly straight. It's just the tabs that connect to the car are warped. So what we're going to do today is start grinding these tabs off, cutting them off and grinding the metal down and prepping them for these new tabs to be welded in. So let's get rock and rolling because we only have a few days before we have to get ready to head down the road for the race. All right, so let's get going. All right, guys. So we got the ECU out of the car, the battery out of the car, got the bumpers all welded up. They're all done. You just watched that video. Now I'm gonna spray some flat paint on it. This is one of these deals where all these bumpers are kind of beat up, so I'm not that worried about them. They're not show bumpers, so this is why I give 100% when 50% will get you paid and laid type situation. So none of these bumpers look great, but we're going to get a coat of paint on them, make sure they don't rust and look too bad and everything. And yeah, then we're going to, after this, I've got to start working on the pumpkin and get a few other things done on the car because tomorrow I'm taking the car to Josh Williams' shop to have them start putting the setup on the car. So I'm pretty excited about that, head down there tomorrow, but I have a lot of work to get done. I got to get the car loaded today. Today is a Wednesday, so I got to be down there on Thursday. I'm supposed to be leaving for a flight to Tennessee on Saturday, coming back Tuesday, and then heading to Virginia on Wednesday with the race car to go race at the Asphalt Nationals. So let's get this done. This is one of these projects I just need to get done so I have extra bumpers because it seems like every time I head to the track, I get hit front or back and bend the bumper. So I want to make sure I have plenty of spares. But like I said, I got a lot of work to do on the car. So let's get this knocked out. All right, so it's time for me to change out the rear end because obviously it's a different gearing ratio at Old Dominion versus the Charlotte Enfield. So I'm going to put this other diff. These are all my diffs. I keep them in buckets. This is how they came actually when I bought the car from the guy. I'm not going to really do a how to do rear end. I don't have time. I thought about doing that to show you guys how I go about changing it out. I might set up a time lapse, but I'm kind of pressed for time, so I'm gonna just get this knocked out and get the rear end and the oil changed in the car because I need to get the car loaded in a few hours here. So tomorrow I can get down to Josh Williams' shop. So we're just gonna knock this out and get to it. All right, guys. I just got the pumpkin installed and everything. That was a real pain in the butt. Not the funnest job in the world. It's not horrible. These cars are pretty easy to work on, but it's not fun to do, especially when you got to spray brake fluid and I have a really bad wound on my hand from welding. I accidentally burnt myself the other day and kept getting brake cleaner in it. That was not fun. But anyway, the rear end's back in the car. All I got to do is put fluid in it. And then we're going to move on to doing the front fluid in the front of the cars and getting that type of stuff done. So let's get to it. All right, so we're back from Josh Williams Motorsports, getting the setup put on the car. You won't see me rolling off the trailer, but I didn't shoot any video while there because they've got setup secrets they don't want people seeing, which is completely understandable. So I didn't really shoot any there, but it was interesting watching them set up the car and just learning myself what goes on through the setup. And once again, I mean, it was like two guys working for several hours, just trying to get the car ready. And like I said, they just really had to do the setup. I had the rear end done and everything, and they just had to do the setup and set that all up, and it still took them a fair amount of time to put it together and everything, get it ready for the track. So one thing they convinced me to do is I have in the brand new tires in the Charger series. You can run old tires and you don't have to impound them at night. But one thing I agree with them is I want to run new tires finally just to see what they're like, just to see, you know, how much more grip I have so I can learn to get ready for next year. So this whole series, I've got 4 brand new tires. Hopefully I won't get a puncture or anything. I didn't think about that. So I don't have a spare. I maybe should have bought one more tire and had it mounted up and everything. But yeah, should have thought that one through. But we'll see. Hopefully no punctures, nothing bad will come of it. But hopefully we'll have a really good race weekend. Hopefully the car will not have any of the issues with the motor that we were having with it cutting out. This is going to be the first time on a track since that. And, you know, I'm going to have a lot of grip, and this track's a lot faster. It's a lot faster than the Charlotte track I ran at before because it is a bowl on the corners. So I think I heard someone say you're around 80 miles an hour in the turns. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's pretty fast to a turn. For me, it is being as new in as I am. But yeah, this is it. Like I've been treating this like a second job and just making sure I come in and put hours in at night and on the weekend and everything, and trying to get things done on the car. And I'm pretty happy. I need to detail it. And there's a few other small things I'm going to do before I load it up to head to the track in a few days. One thing I need to start working on is getting my numbers. So I'm gonna go work on that. I don't know that I'll get it together for this coming race, but I need to get that done, a color scheme done for the car. And I've gone back and forth because I've always liked the old Marlboro F1 cars where it's just pretty much a red triangle, front and back, 2 of those. So I thought about doing that because the car is white and I really don't want to paint the whole car and I really don't want to put that much stickers or wrap on the fenders because the fenders break all the time. And the same with the body. Like I've seen people run up on people. I've had someone run up on me. Luckily they didn't break any of the body in the back of my car, but I just don't really want to put the money and the time and effort to paint the car when I know at my skill level I might scratch it up, and in the classes I'm riding in that, not just scratch it up but like destroy it. So I kind of want to stay white. My new idea is going kind of classic and just having like black numbers and my name, our logo on it, and just painting this hood flat black, and probably this grill, just have these two a flat black, and then having my numbers in black. And then I want to put our slogan, 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on the throttle, on the back of the car, and do that. So it may be our logo in another place, but hopefully we'll get it wrapped soon. As soon as I finish editing this video, that's what I'm on, is I've got to get in Photoshop and kind of draw out a car and see how I want it to look. I might actually go into iRacing and go into their paint scheme editor and play with it in there and see what I can make happen. But we'll see. Hopefully, at least by next season, we'll get a wrap on it. But yeah, I also want to thank Jameson. He didn't work this weekend, but I went up to his shop that he works at in Asheboro, and they balanced the tires. So even though I didn't get to see him this weekend or work with him, he still took care of my tires for me and everything. So I want a big shout and thank you to him. But this is pretty much for this video. The next one, we'll be at Old Dominion getting ready, and hopefully you'll be seeing practice days. Hopefully the engine won't be cutting out, and we'll be getting faster. So yeah, check out the next video, and don't forget, check out midlifeclassiccars.com. We have a lot more brand new books coming out. We've been getting a lot of new books lately, and some more blog posts up on the website going up for book reviews and things like that. And also please like and subscribe the video. If you could give us a like and a subscription if you're not already subscribed. Like, I'm just trying to build this channel up and get more people watching, so we can get more coverage and get the I want to help promote legend cars. Like, I think this is such a great racing. I enjoy it so much. Like I said, I really wanted to go road racing, but like I've been falling in love with oval, especially short track oval. And, you know, like I want more people to get their eyes on Legend Car and consider getting one and getting out there racing. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.